Hey, what's up there, YouTube friends? Grumpy Gamer Dad here. It's October 30th, and I'm just now putting my Nightmare Before Christmas decorations up for Halloween. There's a reason behind this. I've alluded to a big happening in the world, in the Grumpaverse, and we decided that yesterday, actually, that happening will not happen yet. If that makes any sense. I had really intended for a better, if you saw last year, the Making the Nightmare video series I did, I'm sorry, but this year I really had intended to do a better series. I was going to redo a few characters because they were kind of rushed, and add a few new characters. There were supposed to be an Oogie Boogie, there were supposed to be a bunch of other characters. That didn't happen this year. So with limited time, and without further ado, I am introducing last year's characters in a different setting. I've changed a few of them, and I have to get them out today because Halloween is tomorrow. So stay tuned. So last year, the one character I was the least happy with was Sally. She looked funky. She looked... I mean, you could just see that she had PVC arms and fabric over them. That's what Jack was, but he's skeletal. He's tall and skinny. She's got a little bit of meat on her, or I guess leaves in her. So I decided for this year, I'm going to change her pose. She's going to be, instead of kneeling behind her tombstone, she's going to be standing. I also had some of this chair foam. It's like about a inch thick chair foam, and I wrapped it around her frame, her substructure, whatever you want to call it, to kind of give her more of a feminine shape. And here she is, Sally. She stands a little bit. I think she looks a little bit better. Like I said, she looks like she's got some curvature to her now. She's still standing behind her tombstone, which we made last year. Now the next change I'm making, if you saw last year's, you notice that Jack was sitting on one of the pillars in front of my house. This year, he's a full standing model. So I took the basic knee joints or elbows out of his knee area and made one continuous length. So he's going to stand in the front yard. Jack here looks pretty good. He's more center as opposed to where he was before, which was up here, sitting. He's now standing and he takes center stage. Now, I didn't make any changes to Zero or Zero's doghouse. Those are still going to go on the lawn. Hopefully I have enough time to still make Zero dangle from the sky to make it look like he's flying. Yeah, you can see Zero's doghouse is still here, and Zero's floating a little closer to Jack and to the ground. And if you see that, that's the garden flag holder that I repurposed. I'll still have a black light on him. For Lock, Shock, and Barrel, there weren't really too many changes. I wanted to change out their hands and their feet, their shoes, whatever. But again, time did not allow for that. What I did do was add some of that foam to the boys anyway, Lock and Barrel. Barrel looks like he's enjoyed a lot of candy, and Lock now has a little bit of a heartier look to him. Lock, we just kind of added some of that foam, half a sheet of that, to kind of give him more bulk, and he still has his pitchfork and his little devil tail back there. Shock, I wish I had been able to fix her. I didn't like her hands. It is what it is. Next year, hopefully, she'll come back better. I did kind of fix her dress so it looks more like a dress. And then Barrel, he's got some girth to him now. One of those cushions is in underneath his shirt, so it looks like he's, well, Barrel, and has been eating some of that Halloween candy. Instead of having the pumpkins on stakes like I did last year, they're up on this little half wall that is in front of my porch, and so they're all lit up and they will glow. I also added this. This is an inflatable hanging Mickey. It's a ghost Mickey, actually, that I bought at Lowe's. I just bought him because my wife threw him in the cart, and it made her happy. So he's not really themed, but you know, he's kind of ghostly, and he is the boss, right? It's Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a Disney production. He's the boss. Over on this side of my garage, I have two projectors. The orange pumpkin one is a new one for this year, and it will be a Nightmare Before Christmas one. The other one will be Skulls. On the left side of the driveway is a pumpkin projector that will also cast onto the garage door. Now, the evil wreath that was hung from our second floor window, we didn't do that. The evil wreath is not up. Again, time did not allow. I had 6 weeks to put everything together last year and about an entire day to set up. I did all this in about an hour and a half after work today. So it is what it is. And here we are. It's all lit up at night, ready for Halloween and the little snot goblins to come and get their candy. We've got the projections going. I got the black light on 0 with the strobe going on this house here. I got the strobe light going on Sally. You see all the pumpkins are all lit up except for a couple that actually don't light up. There's Mickey Mouse. Ghost Mickey flashing. I don't know if I can say that. Please, Disney, if you heard this, don't yell at me for saying Mickey's flashing. Here we have Oogie Boogie's boys, although one's a girl. Lock, shock, and barrel. Not too bad for a couple hours worth of work and setup. Until next time, this is Grumpy Gamer's Dad saying like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Grumpy Gamer Dad, and please have a happy, happy Halloween. Zero came out better than I thought he would, and you can't really see the garden flag post